Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and this channel is chronicling my journey to get a diagnosis and hopefully eventually treatment and recovery from whatever is going on with me. So this past week was busy. As I said in a previous video, I had 5 doctor appointments. They sort of changed because of weather, but I still did end up with 5 appointments. It didn't really go as planned. I canceled my ophthalmologist appointment because I was supposed to have my eyes dilated, and we ended up getting a snowstorm, and I didn't think driving home with my eyes dilated with snow was a good idea. So that's next week. I did see my primary doctor and just updated her about the right heart cath and what's been going on with that. We talked about the venous blood gas, which I know I haven't covered in too much depth yet. I'm still waiting for a doctor to tell me what's going on with it before I talk about it. Just briefly, my lactate level was really high with exercise and my pH dropped, so I was in metabolic acidosis. They don't know why. That can explain some of my symptoms, like why exertion makes me so exhausted if I'm going into metabolic acidosis numerous times a day. We just don't know what's going on yet. I'll go more into depth when I figure that out, when doctors can figure that out. Who else did I see? I did go to the neurologist for the first time. She also has no idea what's going on with me. She says she's, quote, stumped. She did order some MRIs with and without contrast of my brain, my cervical, and my thoracic spine to check for multiple sclerosis, since that's what the urologist thinks is wrong with my bladder. I have had one of those MRIs. I had the MRI of the brain and it was normal, so I don't have the other 2 MRIs until towards the end of this month. And then I saw my gastroenterologist, who isn't really part of this whole mystery diagnosis problem. I have motility issues with my GI system. That's been long-standing. It was just a 6-month follow-up. I'll see him again in a year or sooner if needed. But really, it's just management. There's nothing they can do. And again, they don't really know what's causing it. I saw my thoracic surgeon, who I thought we were going to talk about scheduling the tracheal stent trial to see if the tracheomalacia or my trachea collapsing was the cause of my low oxygen levels. But again, with this metabolic acidosis during exercise, he doesn't really want to move forward with anything until we figure out what's going on. If it's a lung problem, like I can't get rid of the byproducts of metabolism, or what's going on with the metabolic acidosis, so I'm just in a holding pattern still. I don't feel like anything got accomplished. Yes, I got the MRIs scheduled. The neurologist just doesn't seem to think it's multiple sclerosis, but is doing it more because it seemed like another specialist had suggested it. So yeah, kind of just defeated, tired of the runaround. Every time I start with a new doctor, they're always like, oh, I think it's X. I'm like, no, we've looked into X. Oh, I think it's Y. No, we've looked into Y. It's not that either. So this was no different. She thinks it's rheumatological. She thinks it's my autoimmune disease. Every time I've seen my rheumatologist during this almost 2-year adventure, she has said it's not autoimmune. So when I see her again in February, I will tell her another specialist thinks it's autoimmune. I guess we'll see where that goes. I'm looking forward to the rest of the month in terms of appointments. I have 2 next week. I see my cardiologist and my psych NP, and then 2 the week after, which is when I have the other 2 MRIs, and I see the pulmonary hypertension specialist, who's a pulmonologist. And the following week I see my rheumatologist and my thoracic surgeon again. He wants to know what the cardiologist and the pulmonologist have to say about the metabolic acidosis, and maybe we'll move forward with something. I don't know. So at this point, it's just a holding pattern still while doctors try to figure out this new issue of metabolic acidosis during exertion. But yeah, I have some other video ideas I'll probably be filming maybe today while I have the energy. I've been sleeping a lot since the right heart cath. I just haven't really been able to recover from, I guess, the exertion and then all these doctor appointments back to back. And we've had 2 snow events that I've had to shovel for. So there's just been a lot of sleeping. I woke up without the alarm today, so I'm a little more alert. I'll try to film as many videos as I can so I don't have to do them when I am exhausted. Just wanted to give you guys an update, as I said I would when my appointments were over. And I will update you guys, I guess, next week on how my cardiologist appointment went. And I'll get those other videos up sometime as well. So until next time, guys. Bye.